Welcome to Ladder Fitness, where kids can also have a great deal of fun. When kids see something like this, they want to play and they want to figure out, what can I do with it? But when you have to learn patterns of similar movements, they become a little bit hesitant sometimes. You're using cues 1, 2, 3 and repetitive, and this helps to build their confidence with movement. And then they become more proficient. So sometimes it takes just a little bit of thought, but once they got that down and their brain starts to work hand in hand with their legs, things become a little bit easier. There he goes. And he's working it through. So we want to keep watching that, and he starts to concentrate a little bit more each time. Changing directions and using different lead legs also ends up adding to the kinesthetic awareness of kids while they're playing on ladder fitness. But as you become more and more confident, your movements become much more fluid. And once you become more confident, notice how they start focusing on their own movements and the other person actually doesn't disrupt their concentration, which means the brain is working that much harder in addition to the muscles that are moving as well. Woohoo! Now, this is called the piano, and it's called the piano because you're using your right foot leading, then using a 1, 2, 3, 4 count, never having 2 feet in the same box at the same time. But we can also test their left side, in which going to the left with the left leg lead, and in most cases this is their weaker side, so it tends not to be used as much, and then our brain has to work a little bit harder in order to reinforce the movement and for the movement pattern to become more familiar. There she goes. Now, even when you make a mistake with ladder fitness, it can be incredibly forgiving, and of course a buddy to straighten out that ladder makes it even easier. Now, once you understand what's going on, you can double up your ladder. So for your cases, you can just take your ladder apart in 2 and put them together, or you can have 2 full ladders, which now makes the entire kinesthetic development a little bit more challenging. But just as with the other programs that we did and the other choreography, it's all about practice and repetition. So with proper cueing and practice, we become more proficient and things become easier, even as they become more challenging. More muscle receptors kick in. There's much more development in your coordination, and your speed and agility can also have several gains with this. There she goes. Complete focusing. Performing a movement, typically you start off flat-footed and then you're going to work your way up to your toes. So that's going to be your progression. And then when you thought everything was going to stay simple, you start adding in the upper body and the arms. So again, challenging that coordination. As we challenge that coordination, we also challenge the kinesthetic awareness of the body. And there you have it, ladder fitness for kids. It's fun, it's playful. Enjoy.